Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to Monster Tamer News, the segment on this channel where we go over the past week's developments in the monster taming genre. Now, this week, just like the last, is unfortunately on the slower side. However, we did get the release of Geneforge 2 Infestation, some new Cassette Beasts info, courtesy of the showcase last week. Apparently, Tencent wants to make a Palworld-esque game, which we'll talk about more shortly. We also got a little bit of information about a potential release window for DokeV and more. So as per the usual, sit back, relax, subscribe for daily monster taming content, and let's dive in. Okay, so in case you missed the video that came out a couple of days ago, people have actually been sharing DokeV quite a bit within the last couple of days, mostly because some dude on Twitter was calling it the next Palworld killer. However, one good thing that did come about this was the fact that a tweet was discovered from an ex-Pearl Abyss employee that essentially stated that the game is likely to be coming either in 2026 or even 2027, as the studio is fully focused on Crimson Desert, a non-monster taming game. Now, let me just say that things could end up changing just because of the fact that Palworld really did rock the gaming scene, so a lot of studios might drop what they're doing and start focusing on a game within a similar vein. However, only time will tell, and I will keep you guys up to date on any further information. I've legit been checking out these guys' Twitter page every single week for this Monster Tamer news segment since like 2021, so you guys know I'm dedicated. We got the Cassette Beast showcase last week, but if you remember the last edition of Monster Tamer News, we actually recorded it a day before that took place, so now we can actually talk about it a little bit and what we got. But essentially they confirmed a few things, such as the game coming to Android and iOS this year, which is a pretty big deal in and of itself, the fact that the multiplayer update will be coming out on May 20th and is in beta now, and that they're doing a crossover with Moonstone Island, adding Palm Bomb to Moonstone Island and some Moonstone Island cosmetics to Cassette Beasts. All in all, a pretty good showcase in my opinion, and they also promised that there will be more updates this year, so I'm definitely excited for the future of the franchise and personally hoping for a potential sequel. Okay, so our next piece of info was shared to me in the Discord server via a Games Radar article, but apparently Tencent, aka the parent company responsible for Pokemon Unite, is trying to replicate the success of Palworld by creating its own similar survival game with companion characters and some sort of stylized violence, if you will. That being said, apparently it's two of Tencent's development studios that are working on this game, and while I'm definitely excited at the prospect of more monster taming games, especially because we kind of assumed that this would happen because of the success of Palworld, I've seen criticisms about the way Tencent usually handles microtransactions in their games, and I can't really comment on that because I've never played Unite or had any interest in doing so or any of their other games, so please let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this. I just hope they're not only making the game because, oh, Palworld did well, we want to do well, and that there is some sort of passion behind it. Geneforge 2 Infestation, a CRPG grid-based monster summoning game, recently released on Steam on March 27th, and if you don't know, this is a remake of Geneforge 2, which originally came out in 2003. This game seems to really appeal to those who are interested in those old-school computer RPG type games. I did try the first one a while back when they remade it. Wasn't really my thing, but if you do want to check it out, it will be linked below. I've heard that the second game is really good, so take with that what you will. I personally just don't think the foundation of Geneforge is for me, but you might really enjoy it. Alright, next up we have the rapid fire news, where we actually have a lot of small updates this week. First of all, we've got a new roadmap for Tales of Tanorio. We put out a video going over that a little while ago, linked below. We got confirmation that the Bloom Town, a different story demo, will be releasing on April 3rd. The game's coming out in Q3 of this year. Ova Magica will be attending Steam Next Fest, which is on June 17th, and is promising a release date announcement and playable demo around that time as well. This is a very small teaser, but the Anode Heart developer said that they're working on the battle system for a potential sequel. The Elements Alpha has been delayed until further notice. Critter Crops' full release has been delayed until further notice. The Pokemon Twitter page teased Mega Evolution and its icon, so new Megas soon maybe. We got a new Nexomon for Nexomon 3. We got a new step form for Gremlin's Tale, and finally, last but not least, a look at battle challenges for Pry Into the Void. So there you go, guys. Another week comes to an end. Definitely some pretty interesting stuff, and I think the genre is going to be going through a massive change, so I'm hoping it'll be for the better. If you guys want to stay up to date on all things monster taming, this is the #1 place to be. I put out daily monster taming content, except yesterday apparently because my work schedule changed, but usually daily monster taming content. You can also check out my Twitter, Discord, Patreon, etc. All linked below, and special thanks to our supporters, especially Jim Hamilton, Dro Ghost, Candy Morency, and TragSoft, and I'll see you next time. Peace.